show them how it's done. Who says you can't ride a KLR in the sand? Whoa! Let's hit some single track. Oh, jeez. Oh, lost it. Oh, yikes. Boing. Oh, what am I doing? Ah!
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the Swanky Productions channel. My name's Ben. If you like what you see here today and you want to make sure you see more, I put a video like this out at least once a week. So make sure you click that subscribe button and click that bell after you subscribe. That way it'll let you know anytime I put one of these videos out. As a previous Gen 2 owner, I have to say that there are a lot of things that I really appreciate about the Gen 3. It really seems like Kawasaki listened to their Gen 1 and Gen 2 customers and really got a lot of things right about this bike. I love the super comfy, somewhat grippy seat, the very aggressive adventure style fairings, and the really kind of beautiful LED headlight. An awesome spot to mount a GPS, while maybe it is a little bit vibey. The convenience of being able to plug in a cigarette style 12-volt outlet into a wire harness that's already wired up for you back here, rather than having to pull the tank and the seat and everything off just to get a wire ran to your battery, is so nice. I cannot say enough good things about the longer swing arm and the shorter side stand. Both of these things are definitely things that the Gen 2 needed, and I am so happy to have them on the Gen 3. But there is one thing that I have to say I think maybe the marketing department kind of got away with, that the engineering department I can't imagine was very happy about, and that's the squishy, awful, rubber isolated foot pegs. The fact that these bend down at what feels like a 45-degree angle is just absolutely horrible riding on the road, and especially off the road when your boots are a little bit slippery, and especially before I had these pegs installed. I mean, this is just an accident waiting to happen. Now, for you guys that follow the channel, you might be wondering why I've got my stock foot pegs back on. Rocky Mountain sent me their Tusk hard mount foot peg conversion kit, and basically what this is gonna do is use your stock peg brackets. So if you like the position those are in, this is gonna be the kit for you. Also, if you don't wanna spend the, what is it, $80 or so on the JNS Engineering 1-inch lowering brackets that I've got here, I think this is probably what I'm going to stick with. Absolutely love these. I've got a video on these that I can put a link for down in the description. Definitely highly recommend these if you're looking for a little bit more cockpit room. But if you don't want to spend the money on that, I think this is probably going to be the way to go. But the only way to tell for sure how well these are going to work is to get them on the bike. So let's do that. I have a link for these down in the description too. These are the Tusk T-handles. I've never used these until Rocky Mountain sent me this set, and I've got to say they really are kind of nice to have. Kind of cool that you can just sort of spin this without having to do your half ratchet motion all the time. Now when you pull your stock bolts out, you want to make sure that you set these aside immediately, because the new hardware is going to be longer. So we'll take this whole thing over to the workbench here. To prep this for the new hardware, we're going to peel these rubber washers off of the inside here. Those are just kind of glued on, and then you're just left with these little metal inserts here that are going to stick up a little bit, and that's why we've got these flat washers here. Those are going to get set on top of there, and you have to make sure that when you go to put this on, that this doesn't fall and end up like that. On the opposite side here, these rubber inserts are going to be a little bit more difficult to get out, so if you use a pick, you can kind of stick them, and then you should be able to peel them out with a little bit of effort. Now these are going to be inset a bit, and that's why we've got these guys. So this is going to fit inside of here like that. You might be able to just tap these into place with a rubber mallet, but what I'm going to do instead is stick the washer on the back side, drop this in the vise, and give it a few cranks. So I'm going to give this a wipe to make sure I don't have any sand or rocks between the bracket and the mount. Get a little bit of blue Loctite on the fasteners, and hold these in place while I line this up. Keep those pinched. And we put some fasteners in. And the instructions say to put these down to 20 foot-pounds. That feels about like 20. And so does that. Alright, let's see how these things feel now. Might still be a little bit of flex there.
I've got to say that it turned out absolutely perfect that we'd be riding a sandy track like Syracuse. Syracuse Off-Road Park here, which I have only been around once on the TW. We kind of scouted it out a little bit earlier, and I wanted to kind of get the lay of it before we took the KLR out. And I think a nice sandy spot where I'm going to be doing a lot of standing up is the ideal location, so that worked out quite well. They've got all sorts of stuff out here. This is definitely worth the trip, but I'm going to have to come back. It's a pretty sweet place. Pretty busy, not really what I'm used to, but really a lot to do out here. And I've got to say, I'm actually kind of happier on the KLR out here than I was on the TW. Not feeling any sagging going on, which is good. Been out on the road a couple times since I've modified the peg brackets, and I've got to say they are definitely helpful. However, with my big boots on here, I do kind of have a hard time now that they're not dropped like my JNS ones are. So depending on your footwear of choice and foot size, these might not work out so well for you. I do have the Tusk extended shift lever on here, which helps. And I mean, this works. It's just not as ideal as the JNS lowering brackets. But I sure am happy that there's an option out there that's a little bit less expensive, and obviously for people that don't want a change in peg height, can't really beat the price of it. And honestly, even though, like I showed earlier, they felt like they maybe dropped a little bit, I don't really notice it out here at all. I mean, I guess it's kind of in my head that maybe they're at an angle, but I mean, if you hopped on this, you wouldn't know the difference. Just kind of still remember that bad feeling from the first couple times I was on this thing. Now, the other thing that this place is going to be a pretty good test for are the D-Sport tires. Obviously what we're on now is kind of more like dirt, but there's a big old sand bowl here that we'll have to go check out. I did not air these down. Jerry actually aired his down. So he had his on the Sherpa a little bit too high, and he was kind of having some issues. It was pretty squirrely. It was actually amazing how much better the TW did, which I guess makes sense. Got that big fat tire, that helps a lot in this stuff. I keep saying this stuff. This is more like dirt. There's a lot of sand down here. Just not quite there yet. Woo! How you guys like the matching MSR gear? Whoa! If you guys don't already know that, I actually was not aware, but Rocky Mountain ATV actually bought this MSR line, and they're coming out with some new stuff that I'm pretty excited to see and get. But they sent me this stuff, which, oh my gosh, if you guys are still riding in a t-shirt and jeans like somebody I know, you got to get some of this. This breathes so nice, and you get protection with the pants. There's no pockets though, so I've got to run my batteryless GoPro system here with the charge bank in my pocket of a set of jeans underneath this, which is sort of annoying, but definitely nice to not have to worry about the battery life. Let's hit some single track. Oh jeez, hitting it like the TW. Oh my gosh. This was probably a bad idea with that antenna hanging off. Uh-oh, am I gonna clear that? Oh, just made it. Don't grab the bars so tight. Probably take one of these pines out with this thing. Wishing I had a chest protector. Oh, we're supposed to go that way. What? I'm gonna suck that in just a bit. Apologize if that's not as nice to look at. Where does the trail go? To just come back out here, I guess? Onward, KLR. Oh yeah. Those wide bars make me a little nervous in here too. Oh boy. Oh, whose idea was this? Oh, dabbing it. I don't think I ever got to finish what I'm saying. I think there's going to be a lot of that in this video. Gotta love this place, though. Lots to do and think about. I hope these are not becoming somewhat of a commercial. I guess I've just kind of got a lot of product coming in and out, and I've actually got a story about all the changes that I've been making to bikes and stuff, and kind of putting a stop to that, but that'll be a story for another day. Hoping things will calm down as far as installs a little bit here, so I can just get out and do some riding and probably still some testing. But I do have to, again, say thank you to you guys that have been using the Rocky Mountain ATV links, and I hope that this doesn't seem like just one big sales pitch every time we go out and ride, but I hope instead that it is both entertaining and also informative, and hopefully I'm showing you guys products that are helpful and not just annoying. So have to let me know what you think down in the comment section. But when you guys use those Rocky Mountain links, and actually if you click on any of the Rocky Mountain links that I ever post and buy anything on the site, I get a small commission off of that sale just for sending you their way. So I really do appreciate it when you guys are doing that. It's definitely a good way to help out the channel. And of course you can always join the Patreon for as little as $1 a month. See, I don't want this to be a sales pitch, but here I am pitching you. Woo! Woo! How else can I get some money out of you guys? Let's see. Anybody have any ideas? I think I've seen people do like a tip me thing. Mason's ADV does it, so he does the buy me a coffee thing is what I'm getting at here. So if you want to buy me a beer over the internet, you can hit up my PayPal too. I don't expect it, but I know I've had a lot of people that have said that help them with certain motorcycle installs and product reviews and stuff, and they've said that they've gone and bought merch, and I definitely appreciate that. But if you don't necessarily need a shirt and you still want to send me a little something for my troubles, I'd certainly appreciate it. Whoa, lost it. Oh, yikes. That probably means it's time for a drink of water, that is. Sandball? Okay. I think I'm wearing Jerry and the Sherpa out a little. I gotta say, man, this thing has been doing phenomenal. I don't quite know that I would want this out at the 2-mile or the 8-mile track at the Embarrass River OHM trail, but dang, I'm impressed. Pegs, I think, are definitely helping me out there too. I would not feel nearly as confident with those silly stock ones, or with the silly stock rubber isolation, I should say. All right, now we're gonna hit the tires. Yeah, right. That would eat a 21-inch tire right up, I think. I don't want to bottom this out. Oh, what am I doing? Ah! Woo! Boing! Took the TW over those before. We'll not be doing that on this thing. Woo! Oh yeah. That front still bounces around a bit in the sand, or slides around, I guess. Should probably have, I'm not doing that. That would be silly. Should probably have aired this down a bit. If you guys watch my other videos, you know most of the places we ride have some giant rocks, and as much as I like traction, I definitely do not want to sacrifice having a blown tire. Or sacrifice the air in my tire, I guess I should say, and have to worry about changing something out just because I aired them down for a little bit more traction. I'd rather just deal with it, but out here it honestly probably would make a lot of sense. Yeah, just kind of having a hard time still getting my foot in there. What? Did we miss it? No. Where the heck are we? What? Oh, we gotta go that way. Forgot this thing had a seat. Ow! All those motocross guys with their 200-pound bikes. 460 pounds of 80s engineering here. Go either way to the sand bowl? I think we went this way last time. Whoa! Yeah, this doesn't have nearly the traction that the TW, I shouldn't say traction, it doesn't have near the front end grip that the TW does, but I gotta say I do like having the KLR power. People call these slow, and it's not gonna keep up with my T7, but compared to the TW, this thing feels good. These guys ready for takeoff, or are they braking? I'll show them how it's done. Who says you can't ride a KLR in the sand, huh? Look at her go. The key is just throttle. And no sense of self-preservation. Honestly though, the new KLR definitely does, I think, considerably better, whoa, than the old one. Front still walks a bit on you, but this is pretty nasty out here. Oh my goodness, what happened to you guys? Checking out how that tire looks, huh? Breeze feels good. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, the trick is don't slow down. That's when she gets heavy and the sand starts to slide around. Keep moving and the sand can't get out of your way fast enough. Uh-oh. I lost my Jerry. Good. Found my Jerry. This thing is pretty off-road friendly and pretty novice friendly, I guess I would say, compared to the Tenere. You really got to be ready to tell that bike what to do so it doesn't tell you what to do, where this one's maybe a little bit more forgiving. I don't know, and I kind of go back and forth on all that. When I went from the 14 Gen 2 KLR to the T7, I definitely thought the T7 felt lighter, and now when I get on this, I feel like the front end's lighter, but I don't know. I guess we'll just have to take the Tenere out here sometime. Be a good way to solve it. Definitely like that the T7 has the bars a little bit further out in front of you rather than kind of sucked back towards you like the KLR is. I'm going to be doing something to fix that though, so stay tuned. Ooh, look at this. Oh, yeah, see this. Maybe even the Tenere, honestly, would have a hard time with all these whoops. Come on, look like we know what we're doing out here. Just a little bit. I have to say, though, I am very impressed with how this bike does out here. Definitely did not think that it would be as easy to rip the single track on this as it was the TW, but other than that little bit of extra weight, honestly, it really does quite well for what it is. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. Like I said, lots of links down below. Do apologize if I sound like an infomercial. Hopefully that's not the case, but I do appreciate when you guys help me out. This definitely does take up a good bit of my time, pretty much all my free time. Whoa! So I appreciate when you guys appreciate what I do. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and stay swanky. Oh, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. If you're still here and watching and not subscribed, you got to figure out where that button is. You can just click that Swanky Cat logo here. That'll get you subscribed. Then you just got to click the bell. After you click the bell, it'll let you know anytime I put a video out. See you then.